Hey.
Hey, Mom wanted me to let you know that she had to run to the store, but she'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Mom and Dad have definitely been acting weird lately.
Yeah, Mom's been circling the talk for like a week now, and I'm not really sure where it's coming from, but I guess it's nice she's trying.
Yeah, Dad definitely did his part.
Hey there, son. Mind if I sit?
Dad, I'm kind of watching a TV show.
Actually, that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. You know how the characters in your show,
Dad, it's a movie.
the characters in your movie, they're adults, and adults sometimes have adult relationships, and sometimes in an adult relationship.
You're not gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
You're right. Let me start over. Sometimes when a man, or a young man in your case, loves a woman, or a young woman, or sometimes another man, they want to express their love, right? And when two people in an adult relationship,
You've got to be kidding me.
you know what? Why don't you go ask your mom about how to be safe in an adult relationship? Good talk, son.
Wow, that sounds like something.
I know. I've been trying to avoid him ever since. I don't know what he expected to happen.
We'll get it right eventually. I don't think our parents realized that we're in high school and we've been hearing about this stuff for a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's nice to know that they care.
I wonder when the last time was they were thinking about this stuff.
Well, we're learning about things that didn't even exist back then. I mean, there are birth control devices that exist now that are basically as effective as sterilization.
Not you two.
It's pretty cool when you think about it. We haven't had something like Implanon for all that long.
Oh. Well, Dad didn't cover that one.
The birth control implant, which goes by the name of Implanon and Nexplanon, is a birth control device that is thin, flexible, and roughly the size of a matchstick. It is inserted into a woman's arm by a doctor, lasts for 3 years, after which it is then removed by a doctor.
With this method, birth control is no longer a daily or weekly worry. Once professionally inserted, it is up to 99% effective at preventing pregnancies, and when it's removed, a woman quickly regains her ability to become pregnant. Even after the device is no longer effective at preventing pregnancies, it can still affect a woman's menstruation, so it should be removed by a doctor as soon as the 3 years are up.
This is a hormonal birth control device. It contains only the hormone progestin, meaning that it is a good option for women who experience any sensitivities to the hormone estrogen. It is important for women to get tested for any sensitivities to progestin before getting this implant, in case she has an adverse reaction.
This method of birth control may be more expensive than other forms, but in the long run may be less expensive than the other forms of birth control. It is a good option for adult women, especially if they are in a long-term relationship or already have a family.
Wow. Intense.
Definitely.
That would hurt.
Well, it's just a small cut to insert it, and the area is numbed beforehand. What might be uncomfortable is Depo-Provera, depending on how tolerant you are to shots.
Hey, what?
Depo-Provera is a birth control shot a woman receives from her doctor every 3 months in order to protect herself against pregnancy. The shot contains progestin and is effective within the first week of receiving it. It is 99.7% effective with perfect use and 97% effective with typical use. Getting the shot in regular intervals is an important part of this birth control method's effectiveness.
A woman may need a prescription for this method of birth control. Before getting the shot, a woman may be asked to take a pregnancy test to ensure she is not pregnant for her own safety. After getting the shot, a woman may not be able to get pregnant for up to 6 to 9 months because of the shot's long-lasting effects.
Wow. I had definitely not heard of that before.
Yeah, well, I think that these two types of birth control are less common to use in high school because they're more long-term and require more planning and doctor involvement than other types of birth control.
You mean like parent stuff?
I guess more like adult stuff. I wonder if Mom and Dad know about the IUD.
Well, I'll let you ask him about that. I'm gonna go have a snack.
Hey guys, I'm home.
Hey, Mom.
Hey Shan, what's up?
I actually have a question for you and Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Can you come in here for a sec?
Oh, hi, sweetie.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
Hey.
Sure thing.
What's up?
Have you ever heard of the IUD?
Ooh, the IUD.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
the IUD, hun, was a form of birth control that women used to use, but it was too dangerous, so they stopped using it.
That's right.
I think they've improved it a lot, and it's much safer now.
Oh.
IUD stands for intrauterine device. Another term used to refer to this birth control method is IUC, which stands for intrauterine contraception. An IUD is a T-shaped device that is made of flexible plastic or wire that is placed into the woman's uterus. It has a string that runs through the cervix and into the woman's vagina that can help her to check that it's positioned correctly.
There are two types of IUDs, Mirena and Paragard. Mirena contains hormones, lasts up to 5 years, and is effective at preventing pregnancy within 1 week of insertion. Paragard contains copper, which is toxic to sperm, is effective for up to 12 years, and prevents against pregnancy as soon as it is inserted.
As a form of birth control, an IUD is 99.9% effective. A woman must go see her doctor to get an IUD inserted, and only a doctor should ever remove an IUD. After an IUD has been inserted, a woman should make regular trips to her doctor to check on it. While the initial cost of an IUD might seem high, long term it is one of the least expensive forms of birth control.
There may be mild to painful cramping upon the insertion of an IUD, although every woman has a different reaction. Mirena and Paragard are both FDA approved, and many women are satisfied with this method of birth control.
I'm so glad to hear that. It sounds like the IUD is a very safe choice for birth control.
Yeah, I guess you never stop learning.
These methods of birth control are more commonly used by those past their teens due to the initial cost and relative invasiveness of the procedure.
It is important to always consult your doctor to assess the potential risks and determine which method of birth control is best for you.
Even if you are a male and do not have to make the same decisions in regards to birth control as a female, it is important for you to stay informed for your friend, partner, or family member who does not know as much as you do.
And remember,
Stay safe.
Even if you're using a form of birth control that prevents unwanted pregnancies, you may still be at risk for contracting an STI.
So it's important to also use a condom as well.
Oh, can I have a friend over later?
Yeah, of course. Who is it?
Just a friend from class. We're gonna do homework.
And is this friend a boy?
Yeah, but who cares? It's not like that.
We're just kidding. If there's one thing your father and I have learned, it's that you're responsible and we can trust you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Mom.
Of course.
Does that mean I could have girls over?
No.